story of a city and its people.
Welcome to motherfucking Detroit.
What up, though? What up, though? This is Detroit Mel with another No Name podcast. If you have not done it, go over to the YouTube page, hit that like button, bing, hit that subscribe button, bang, hit that notification button, biggity big, big, bang, or you get everything that we upload. For instance, we go live every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk everything sports. So if you're just a sports head, you just like to chop it up about sports, please tune in to our live show because we will do everything sports. But there is a caveat because we are heavy on NFL, but we do cover the NBA, MLB, things of that nature. But if you just got to get your fix on those things, we are going to have a good brother, Matt. He's going to do a MLB podcast. So it's strictly MLB. So if you're into baseball and you just want to hear baseball, get ready for that. If you are a Chiefs fan, and I know there's some out there, there's some bandwagon ones. There's some Chiefs fans that have been Chiefs loyal all their lives. But our boy Wildcard Mar does a Wildcard Chief page. And so if you want to go over there and watch his Wildcard Chief channel, you're welcome to see that. And our big homie Nick Shine, he does a Jet page. I keep saying page. He does a Jet channel called Proud Jets Fan. So if you're a Jets fan, you can go over there and tune in. But over here, we do everything Lions, Detroit Lions. And so if you're interested in Detroit Lions, you came to the right spot. We talk everything Detroit Lions. And so for today, we're going to briefly talk about some of the free agent signings. I'm going to briefly touch on Jamal Williams, I guess, controversy, if you want to say. But I'm not going to be the dead horse of that because I heard so many people talk about it. But I want to actually use that to springboard into another subject. So anyway, so if you haven't heard by now, Detroit Lions signed David Montgomery, running back from Chicago. They signed Cam Sutton from Pittsburgh, Emmanuel Mosley from San Francisco. They brought back Glasgow from Denver. Then they got, they re-signed Bugs, they re-signed Craig Reynolds, and who am I forgetting? John Kaminsky, and a few other people. They did some good Alex Anzalone, and I think they Mosley. Special teams guy. Re-signed him. So, some people say they shouldn't have signed, re-signed Alex Anzalone. Here's my thing about Alex Anzalone. I say it all the time about him. He's a good number 2 or number 3, however you want to look at it. I know Mobley, I listen to his page on his channel a lot. He said he's garbage. I won't go as far as say he's garbage. I think there's some value there. I just think that he's not your number 1 linebacker. He's not your answers linebacker as far as number 1 linebacker. I think he's a very smart linebacker. He's quick. He's improved a lot since last year. So I think those things are great. I think he also make a great coach because I think he has a good football IQ. Now, re-signing him, everybody knows Brad Holmes doesn't take the linebacker position as serious as he do other positions. Now, if you're gonna sign Anzalone, I think what you need to do is you should get like a Bobby Wagner. So if you have Bobby Wagner, a good vet, or man for Tampa Bay. Oh God, don't take my tongue. I'll get back to it if I remember. But anyway, if you sign a good vet like Bobby Wagner, you bring him in, combine him with the IQ of Alec Anzalone, and then Rodriguez is development. They can help develop Rodriguez. You bring him. We only bring a Wagner in a 1-year deal. That 1 year can catapult Rodriguez. Plus, you draft well in this year's draft and get another linebacker. You can get rid of Anzalone and Wagner and let them walk. Now you got two solid linebackers, and you got a third-year linebacker in Rodriguez who have learned from those vets. So I take the positive out of that. No, do I like the fact they re-signed him? No, I wish they could have got a vet in, but still can. But I wish they would have went ahead and get a vet cut Anzalone. But it is what it is. I just don't think he's garbage. I think that he's just not the answer that you need. I think Montgomery's a great signing. Cam Sutton's a great signing. Moses is a great signing. I understand the Glasgow signing. Not my favorite, but I understand it. Now, let's get to the Jamal Williams, because here everybody's talking about it. When I first heard it, I wanted them to re-sign Jamal Williams because, I like him. I like the quirkiness of it. People talk about, oh, man, that nerdy stuff he does and the Pokemon hat. That don't bother me. I like that quirkiness, you know what I'm saying? Because my thing is be you. Be you. Do you? Whatever. No, that's you. Be who you are. Be the best you know how to be. So that doesn't bother me. I think what kind of bothered me is that when he got over to the Saints, he just started airing out his laundry. He could have kept that in-house. Whatever the disagreement was, he should have kept that in-house. But if you look at it as a pattern, when he got over from Green Bay, he trashed Green Bay. He left the Lions, now he trashing the Lions. It's a pattern. And it's not a Jamal Williams bashing moment. I'm just putting out facts that I've seen and noticed. I liked him as a player. I mean, I guess as a player, I know him personally, but I liked him as a player. I like what he brought to the team. I like the energy he brought to the team. I watched him on the St. Brown's podcast. Great, seemed like a great guy. I like his energy. I like the way he handled himself. I like everything he brought to the team. But here's the thing, I want to springboard from that. So many times we talk about the SOL Lions. So many times we talk about we want to be a winning organization. Part of being a winning organization is you have to make these tough calls. Sometimes cutting a player like Jamal, it's those things you have to do. Two things can exist at one time. You could be a great organization to play for and also be a business-minded organization. And that's what you need if you want to be a winning organization. I hear all the comments, people moaning and groaning about getting rid of Jamal Williams. You got to upgrade in David Montgomery. David Montgomery catches out the backfield. How many times has Jamal dropped passes? How many times has Jamal fumbled the ball? There's been a couple key games where we were down and we're coming back. He fumbled the ball. And it's not, like I said, I'm not bashing him. I'm just pointing out facts that we have a better back in Montgomery. He ran well in a poor offensive line in Chicago. Now you got a great offensive line. How much better can this man produce? You got to look at it from that standpoint. You're looking at being a winning organization. Then you look at the money. Unless they offer this man $1.5 million, $2 million, I don't see what they could have offered him that was disrespectful. And compared to what he accepted over there in New Orleans. It just doesn't, some things just doesn't track, some things just doesn't add up. But going back to what I'm saying, my whole purpose of doing this video is to try to talk about what this organization is doing and being a winning organization. Look at the Patriots. The Patriots, like them or love them, they are a winning organization. They got their own saying, the Patriots way. This is the way we do things. This is the way we handle things. They'll get rid of players right before they started going that decline. Bring in more players. They bring in players. Sometimes you like, who is that? And they become stars in that system. That's a winning organization. Kansas City, 5 straight AFC championships, 2 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowl appearances since Mahomes been there. Every year since Mahomes been there, they've been in the conversation about Super Bowl. Hey, they're the favorite to win Super Bowl. They're favorites. It may be them and another AFC team, but you still putting them in that conversation. That's a winning organization. And look how Andy Reid does things. They got rid of Tyreek. Everybody's, oh, that gonna be the same. They won Super Bowl. And that players go in and out of that lineup and it's find a way to plug in people and people step up and they'll win an organization. Even Pittsburgh to a degree. Since Tomlin been there, they haven't had a losing season at all. Always had a winning record. People talk about how great it is to play for Tomlin. They let players walk in and out of there all the time. Hell, we got Cameron Sutton from there. That's what a winning organization do. You have to learn how to make those tough decisions as a winning organization. That's just period. That's how it goes. If you want to be we can't say we want to be a winning organization. We can't say we want to be great as a football team, but then hold on to players for the sake of nostalgic, for the sake of, oh, I just love this player. He's so great. Hey, at the bottom line, this is a business. You know, you hate to see certain players go, but it's a business. If it works and it helps you to be a better team, you have to move on. And that includes Jared Goff for you Jared Goff lovers. If it means that we can get an upgrade in quarterback and move on with Jared Goff, I don't care what Jared Goff done. And that's not me being a Jared Goff hater. It's just the reality of the game. We get attached, and then all of a sudden, no, that player can't go anywhere. If we can get an upgrade, all right, appreciate what you did. Holla back. That's just how it goes. I mean, I don't know about you. I like to see them win a Super Bowl before I leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? I like to see them win a Super Bowl. So that, I mean, if that's going to happen, you got to make these tough decisions. So those who go get in the comments and talk about Jamal and how we don't want him to go and we should, hey, I like them to keep DJ Chark too, but if he goes, hey, you gotta go. Put another receiver, plug him in, keep it moving. You got a speedster in Jameson Williams. You know, you can get a vet. You can pick somebody up in a draft. Cause look at now what they got. They got Sutton and Mosley. Now you don't have to run out in a draft and pick high to get a cornerback. The thing is cornerback heavy. You can get a defensive lineman. You know, I know people are not high on Carter because of incidents that happened. That's fine. Get my man from Pitt. You can get hopefully Anderson to fall to you. There's so many options. My man from Texas Tech, you get him. There's so many options there. Then your next pick, you can pick a corner. Hell, you can pick you can pick Bijan Robinson if you want to. Because Swift coming up, well, you're gonna have to make a decision on him. So now you 18, you can pick Bijan Robinson and still probably can get Gonzalez. Still probably can get my man from Illinois. I don't know why my names is leaving me right now. Witherspoon. You still can get Witherspoon. Witherspoon might fall to the second round. So imagine you pick up Witherspoon, you got Bijan, you got a one of those, and Will Anderson, whoever falls to you from there. Now you got a great defense, and then pick up a nice linebacker, a man from Clemson, the guy from Iowa. All my names escape me right now, but you can get there's a lot of linebackers out there you can get. You plug them into that system. I can go back to my previous statement. Still, Bobby Wagner still out there. Get him. If you can make it work numbers wise, get him. And you draft a linebacker. I don't see how this team could not be at least in the NFC Championship. At the very least, if those things happen, they should be nothing less than that. You got your linebacker issues addressed, cornerback issues addressed. You got a strong defensive line. You already got a strong offense. You got if you get Bijan back there, plus Montgomery, Swift stays healthy. You got Robinson, Reynolds, even you got Khalif Raymond. If you get whatever you do with Chark, whatever that, I don't know how that's gonna work with that. But say you get Chark stays, you got Chark, St. Brown, weapons all over the place. NFC Championship. That's the least to me if those things happen. But anyway, get into the comments. Tell me what you think. You disagree, don't agree. Let's be a winning organization. Let's not worry about who leaves, who goes. Yeah, I understand the initial shock is going to shock you. But when the bottom line is, we want to win. All right, until next time. Peace.